Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you from the Sunshine Coast here in Australia, joined today by Sharyn and Hank Yuloff. Sharyn and Hank, or as some people call you, Shankin. Very warm welcome.
Yeah, Shank, Karen, yeah, we're kind of used to it.
As long as you're not called late for dinner, we're okay.
Absolutely.
Where are you hanging out, folks?
Go ahead. We're on the eastern shore of Maryland. When you look at the United States, there's that little thing that hangs down about
a little finger that
right below Delaware.
So you're on the eastern, so you're exposed to the Atlantic, is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice place. How far from New York?
Far enough.
About a 12-hour drive.
How many hours?
We've worked our way across the U.S. We were in Los Angeles. We grew up in Los Angeles. Our business was there for decades. We did 8 years in Sedona, Arizona.
Wow.
And then we realized we could live anywhere we want. And family, Sharon's mom is in D.C. So we decided,
3-hour drive.
Yeah. One of these days we're going to get that call that we need to be there.
Right. But again, far enough, but close enough.
Exactly.
Okay. So, and folks, today the subject is how to break free of overwhelm. The reason I'm introducing that now is that when you break free of overwhelm and you focus on the stuff that's really, really going to drive your business growth, all sorts of opportunities can open up, including moving to the other side of the country, supporting elderly loved ones, and so on and so on and so on. So it is a bit of a domino effect. You get that if you're in overwhelm, you can be paralyzing, or you can be really, really busy, but just ticking off a long list of stuff that's not actually consequential. So this is actually critical stuff. Now, having given you the title, How to Break Free of Overwhelm, I'm going to go back and give you the bios. So Sharyn and Hank, or Shankin, as they're affectionately known, are small business coaches. They're not an author of a best-selling book. They're author of 8 best-selling books. They hold small business breakthrough boot camp several times a year, hosted over 400 episodes on their podcast, the Marketing Checklist Viewcast. They focus on marketing, sales, public speaking, and human resources, the 4 areas where most business owners really, really, truly struggle, which they do. So let me do that one again. Marketing, sales, 2 wings of the same bird, public speaking, also a terrific lead source, and human resources, so you can scale and have more efficiency and more revenue with less time. So again, title is How to Break Free from Overwhelm. Our 7-minute starts now. Question number 1, and I'm just looking forward to this tag team. Who's going to jump in on this one? Who's your ideal client? I saw that. I saw that.
People that are attracted to us are really good at what they do, but they do suffer. They do suffer from overwhelm and overthinking. We have about 6 different demographic silos, and that's the one demographic that covers almost all of them. So it's a small business owner, and they need a second set of eyes. They're looking for an easy button to press, and that's us.
All right. So what would you let's flesh that out a bit. What's the problem that button solve?
So as you mentioned, our areas of expertise are marketing, sales, human resources, public speaking, office systems. What are the things that get in their way of being able to make the sales and make the income that they want to make?
It's oh my God, Shank and Sharyn, I just was given an opportunity to speak. Can you look at my slides? Sure, let's go through them. Oh my God, I have this opportunity to run this ad. Should I run this ad or not? Okay, let's break it down. And
so you're already there and available in those 4 areas to say, can you look at this, or I need help with this? Can we optimize this? Yeah, okay. So that's kind of cool, because you're really meeting people at their point of need.
Exactly.
It's not. No, we're not getting to sales pages until 6 months. Sorry, it's you need it now. We'll help you now. So
we're not a lot of theory spouters. We're a lot of get stuff done.
Get stuff done. And once you've got something up and running, like a slide deck you can rinse and repeat that for the next opportunity, or a sales page, or a landing page, or whatever it happens to be. So you're helping folks build the structure that they need to be able to scale, pressing the easy button, that's what facilitates that. So how does someone know they need what you got? And folks, I'm plugging Hank and Sharyn because chances are you need them. We're not on any sort of commission or affiliate arrangement. I'm not getting any remuneration for promoting them. It's just there is a need in the marketplace for what you guys do, and that's why I'm happy to draw out the benefits. So first of all, before we get to some top tips, what's going on in the lives of your ideal client before they reach out to you? What are the symptoms of give them a heads up that they need to talk with you?
It really very much is. I'm not sure. Look, one
feeling on a treadmill.
We were at a speaking gig, and she stuck around afterwards and said, "Look, here's my real problem. I don't need to hear about the social media that you guys were talking about. I've worked for this guy for 30 years. Everyone thinks I own his print shop. I want to start my own." And we, for an hour, we brainstormed, okay, what are the steps you need to take? Where do you want to go in your life? What do you want? Our first question with a new client is, what do you want your life to look like?
Yeah, we want to give them a business that gets them the life they want, not craft what they think is the perfect business. And then they're like, oh man, but now life sucks.
Right.
And sometimes during the year we work with clients, that does change. So we change the path.
But you're starting with the end in mind, which for
yeah. And look, here's a tip. If you're gonna run an ad, begin with the end in mind before you put the ad together. What do you want to have happen from this ad? All right, let's make it craft the offer that's going to go in there. By the way, don't put your logo at the top of the ad. Doesn't tell somebody what's in it for them. Put your logo at the bottom of the ad. Or if it's an audio, put your headline first.
Good stuff.
Begin with the end in mind, and then you can work backwards.
Good stuff. So you're working with people that are growth orientated. Clearly, they've got growing pains. They're feeling overwhelmed, perhaps. They don't maybe have even the skill levels in those 4 areas. They're technically very good at what they do, and their clients love them. But they need to be able to scale and to be able to get more clients. What I'm saying is they're going to be trying stuff. What would you say are a couple of the big common mistakes you see people making before they reach out to you?
They're not focused on who their ideal client is. In Hank's example, if they want to run an ad, well, is that publication or radio spot, is that even going to your target audience? Because if it's not, don't bother investing.
Right.
Or they're busy multitasking, right? That's why they're overwhelmed. They're trying to do everything all at once instead of taking time to focus on the one thing right now and do the next thing next.
Right. And probably they're very productive people. It's just that they might be juggling a whole lot of balls and they may not be all staying in the air.
Look, you can't multitask, folks. Either time block or make a list, and don't try and get 2 or 3 things done at once. It just doesn't happen.
So there's a top tip right there. Another one is time block. If you just don't do a to-do list, if you're going to do a to-do list, you've got to find space in your calendar for each task. And that's, I think, what you're alluding to with the time blocking is because if you can't fit it in your calendar, you don't have time to do it, and you have to prioritize the list. So lots of good top tips there. Let's go to question 6, valuable free resource. Where can people go to get more of this good stuff?
Go to howtogettherefaster.com. You get free 30 minutes with us. Really, our only question is, how can we best help you today?
That will be the first question you hear.
So what's the URL again?
howtogettherefaster.com, because people always ask us, what do I do first and how do I get there faster?
Nice.
So it's how to get there faster.
Thanks for that, folks. It's howtogettherefaster.com. Question 7. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
Yeah, this is kind of a simple one. Why us? And the answer really is kind of simple. You're looking, when you talk to most business coaches, you've got one person who has spent their whole life doing one thing. We came into this partnership married, but we each had a background. Sharyn came from corporate office. I came from sales and sales management and marketing, and now we team up together.
Right.
Quite often, one of us can answer the question, even if the other, even if I can't, Sharyn can.
And
vice versa. Perfect. Great balance. Hey, folks, thanks so much for your time and your wisdom and your insights. And hopefully we can drive a little bit of traffic to howtogetttherefaster.com.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.